I was fired for unprofessional appearance, so I sent my bosses a drac into ire. I spent 2 years as an executive assistant at a Bictionary financial firm, where the dress code was stricter than a Catholic boarding school. Women couldn't wear open-toed shoes, sleeveless tops were forbidden, and skirts had to hit exactly at the knee, and not above, not below. My boss, Nemi, was the enforcer-in-chief of these policies. Every morning, Nemi would scan me from head to toe as I walked in. "Those heels are too high," or "that shade of lipstick isn't appropriate for client meetings," she'd say. Meanwhile, the male assistants got away with wrinkled shirts and scuffed shoes without comment. Last summer during a heat wave, I wore a sleeveless blouse with a cardigan. I took off the cardigan briefly while alone in a copy room. It was 95 degrees outside, and the AC was struggling. Nemi walked in, gasped like she caught me dancing naked on the copier, and said, "Put that back on immediately. This isn't a nightclub." The following week, I was called into HR. Nemi had documented 6 dress code violations over 3 months. I was being placed on a performance improvement plan for consistently unprofessional appearance, despite multiple warnings. I explained that male colleagues weren't held to the same standards. The HR director, Cappy, just slid the pipey across the desk for my signature. "These are the standards for women in finance. It's just how our industry works." That night, still fuming, I remembered Nemi constantly posting on social media. I never followed her, but her profile was public. I scrolled through her HR profile and felt my jaw drop. There was Nemi at Quasella and a seafood top Nemi at a yacht party in the tiniest bikini I'd ever seen. Nemi doing shots off a shirtless bartender's apps Nemi in Vegas, with a caption too explicit to repeat. Here, these were all posted during the exact same period she'd been loving my unprofessional appearance. And here is the kicker vine: several senior executives from our firm were tagged in these posts. They were all connected on each drac and part of the same social circle. It hit me then. The dress code wasn't about professionalism. It was about keeping certain people, red women who weren't part of their social circle, in their place. I created a simple PDF with half of Nemi's most revealing posts, including dates and captions. I added a cover page that read, "Dress code enforcement seems subjective. Is this our company's definition of professional appearance for women in finance?" I sent it anonymously to Kathy and Air, copying our CEO and the entire executive team. Security escorted me to my desk to collect my things. Kathy handed me a termination letter citing creating a hostile work environment and inappropriate use of social media. She wouldn't make eye contact as I packed up my desk. Phone rang. It was Nemi, voice shaking. "You little snake, you think you can embarrass me like this and get away with it," I replied. "I just wanted clarification on the dress code, Nemi. Your interim seemed to show different standards than what you enforced on me. Those are patent photos. They're literally public. Nemi, you tagged our CEO in 3 of them." 2 months later, a former colleague learned that the firm had suddenly updated its dress code policy. The new policy explicitly stated that enforcement must be gender neutral and included specific examples of acceptable attire that would have covered everything I'd ever worn. I also heard through the grapevine that Nemi had been moved to a position with no direct reports, and Kathy from Eter had announced her redenium. Despite being only 42, I got a better job at a tech company where I can wear whatever I want. Sometimes people ask if I regret burning bridges in finance. Not for a second. Some bridges deserve to burn, especially when they only go in one direction.